Stop. Right now. Stop everything. Someone is madly, desperately, achingly in love with you. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Right now. At this very second. There is someone whose chest tightens when they hear your name. Someone who replays the sound of your laugh like it's their favorite song. Someone who catches themselves smiling at nothing because they were thinking about you, and then hates themselves for it. Because this love? It's forbidden. I know you felt something when I said that. A flutter. A knowing. A face that appeared in your mind without permission. Don't push it away. That person you just thought of? They're the reason the universe brought you here. And what I'm about to tell you isn't a message. It's a mirror. Close your eyes. Just for 3 seconds. Breathe. And feel that ache in your chest. That's not anxiety. That's recognition. Your soul knows something. Your mind keeps denying. This forbidden love means 3 things. 3 truths that will crack you open. 3 secrets that explain why you can't let go. And by the end, you'll understand why some loves are too powerful to follow the rules. Stay with me. This matters. Here's the first truth. Meaning number 1. This person is living 2 lives, and you are the heartbeat of the hidden one. Listen to me, right now. They are going through the motions, smiling at their job, answering texts, sitting across from someone at dinner, playing the part everyone expects. But underneath, they are drowning in you. You are the thought that interrupts every other thought. You are the name they almost type and then delete. You are the dream that wakes them at 3 a.m. with a longing so sharp it feels like grief. They have tried to stop this. God, they have tried. They've convinced themselves you're just a distraction, just a moment of weakness, just a fantasy they need to outgrow. But then you walk into a room and their entire body betrays them. Their heart races, their hands shake, their mind goes blank because you are standing there, existing. And that alone is unbearable, because loving you means living in 2 worlds. One world where they pretend you don't matter, and one world where you are everything. And the second world is getting louder. Do you know what happens when someone tries to suppress love this big? It doesn't shrink, it doesn't fade, it compresses, it turns into something denser, heavier, more consuming than if they just let it breathe. Every time they stop themselves from texting you, the urge doubles. Every time they walk away from a conversation too soon, they replay it for days. Every time they tell themselves, this has to stop, the feeling roots deeper. You've become the weight they carry in silence, the secret that lives in the spaces between their ribs. And here's what breaks my heart for them. They think they're protecting everyone by staying quiet. They think silence is strength, but silence isn't. Making this smaller, it's making it volcanic, because you, beautiful soul, you are not just someone they want. You are someone who showed them what aliveness feels like. You reminded them that passion isn't dead, that depth still exists, that their heart isn't as numb as they thought. And now they can't unknow that. Now they walk through their life feeling the gap between what they have and what they've tasted with you. That gap? It's torture. And this leads us to the second truth, the one that will change how you see everything. Meaning number 2. This is not an accident. The universe does not create connections this intense by mistake. You were meant to meet. You were meant to feel this. Listen carefully. Some people believe in soulmates. Some don't. But I need you to consider something. What if certain souls make contracts before they arrive here? What if your soul and theirs agreed to find each other? Not necessarily to be together forever, but to wake each other up, to remind each other what real feeling looks like, to shatter the comfortable numbness you both had settled into. You are not a distraction in their life. You are an assignment from the universe, and they are yours. And if this is landing in your chest right now, if you feel tears forming or your throat tightening, do something for me. Hit that like button. Not for me. For you, because that like is you admitting this is real. That like is you honoring what you feel, and subscribe. Because I'm going to keep holding space for loves like yours. Loves the world doesn't understand. Now breathe. Because the third truth is the most important. Meaning number 3. Their silence is the loudest confession you'll ever hear. I need you to understand something that will change everything. When someone cannot say, "I love you" with their mouth, their entire life becomes the confession. Watch their actions like you're reading poetry, because that's what this is. Every late-night text that starts with, "I was just thinking," that's "I miss you." Every time they remember something small you mentioned weeks ago, that's "You live in my mind." Every excuse they create to be in the same space as you, that's "I can't stay away." When they ask about your day with an intensity that feels too deep for casual friendship, that's "I need to know you're okay." When their voice softens when they say your name, that's "You undo me." When they defend you in conversations you're not even part of, that's "I protect what I love." These are not coincidences. These are not friendly gestures. This is someone screaming "I love you" in a language only your soul can hear. And if you've been noticing these signs, if you've been cataloging these moments in your heart, it's because some part of you already knows. You already feel what they cannot say. And here is the devastating beauty of forbidden's love. It exists in the space between what is and what could be. It lives in stolen glances, in conversations that last too long, in silences that say everything. It breathes in the moment their hand almost touches yours, in the way they lean in when you speak, in the split second where you both feel it and look away. This love is made of almost confessed, almost touched, almost crossed the line, and those almosts, they are exquisite agony, because part of you knows that some loves are too big to be contained by circumstances, too real to be dismissed as wrong, too powerful to simply walk away from. But the other part knows that acting on this could shatter worlds, could hurt people who don't deserve pain, could blow up lives that were built carefully, even if they were built without passion. So you both exist in this liminal space, this purgatory of feeling everything and doing nothing. And it's killing you softly. It's keeping you alive intensely, both at once. And your soul is learning something it could never learn in an easy love. It's learning that some connections transcend logic, that some people mark you even without touching you. So where does this go? Let me show you the 3 paths in front of you right now. Path 1. Time shifts everything. Circumstances change. Freedom comes. What is forbidden today becomes possible tomorrow. And this love that has been living in whispers finally gets to scream. You get to choose each other without guilt, without hiding, without shame. Path 2. This love becomes your beautiful secret. It never turns into something tangible, but it never dies either. It becomes the thing you both carry forever. The one who got away. The great almost. The love you'll think about at 2 a.m. when you're 60 years old and wonder what if. Path 3. One of you walks away, not because the feeling ended, but because the weight became too heavy, because loving someone you cannot have started breaking you instead of making you feel alive. And here is what you need to understand. You cannot force which path you're on. You cannot control the timing. You cannot logic your way through a soul connection. All you can do is honor what is. Feel what you feel without shame, and trust that whatever is meant to unfold will unfold, even if it's not the path you would choose. But before you go, hear this. You are not wrong for loving someone you're not supposed to love. You are not weak for feeling something you cannot act on. You are not broken for carrying a love that is nowhere to go. You are human. Beautifully, devastatingly, courageously human. And this love, whether it becomes a lived reality or stays a sacred ache, has already changed you. It woke you up. It reminded you that depth exists. It proved that your heart is still capable of feeling something this enormous. So don't minimize this. Don't let anyone tell you it's not real because it's complicated. Don't shrink this connection to make other people comfortable. What you feel matters. Who you feel it for matters. And the fact that it's forbidden doesn't make it less holy. It might make it more. Because forbidden loves teach us what the easy ones never could. They teach us that some connections exist beyond permission, beyond logic, beyond the rules we think define love. Thank you for trusting me with your heart today. Thank you for staying, and thank you for being brave enough to feel something this big. You are not alone. Share this if it found you at the right time. Until we meet again.